Hello? Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? New style? Yeah, so it was kind of on a whim. Yes? Okay, cool. Type 904. I'm not sure if my earphones are working as well. Let's see. But hi. So I changed my hair a little bit. Because I wasn't sure whether to tie it or to put it down or like how to part it. And then I wasn't sure whether to wear this or not because I'm supposed to be like a therapist today, right? So here are the glasses. I don't know. Should I wear the glasses type 1 if I do or not? As I'm doing the confessions. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when I actually start reading the confessions and stuff. Therapist equals nerd, relax. Okay, I'm not sure if my alerts are working either. Cause Nick kind of messed with the settings here. Cause I've been doing a lot of alt streams with him the past 3 days, ever since Valentine's. And the day before Valentine's was my last stream. So the last today's the 18th, 14th, 15th.
Hi.
Hello. So I hear the sound from the floor. So it's here. It's coming out of this. So if I unplug this, then it should probably work. Spaghetti, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. Also,
Been loving the cozy WoW streams.
thank you, Gorilla Rich. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So if I unplug this here, then maybe it will work. Benny A minus, hello. Thank you for the 5. And thank you for helping us DPS.
Looking
Letterstan, thank you for the
today,
16 months. Okay, now I don't hear anything at all. So maybe I have to like change the settings.
I confess
Adam,
that
thank you
I'm
for the
addicted
9
to the
months.
WoW alt streams. Did I do it right, Kachi?
Yeah, guys, if you're not watching the WoW streams, then you're missing out. Oro, hello, cute Fitsley, thank you. Wait, let me try to change the settings. I think I should be able to do this. They're so fun. Yeah, and I like how it's more chill because it's an alt stream, right? So we're not really, we don't care as much. Biggie Boo, thank you for the 3 months. Okay, relax. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, it's on NMP LOL 2. What do you mean? Yeah, no audio because I can't hear. Uno segundo, por favor. But today's stream should be a lot of fun. Anonymous, hello. Thank you for the 5. I always get curious whenever someone gifts anonymously. It's like, wait, who are you? You know? Let me see over here. Okay. Relax, relax. We got this. Okay. Settings. I think system, sound.
Very nice of you to play with a smaller streamer and helping him grow.
I know, right, Benny?
WWKatchii.
Okay, let me play music so I can hear it. Oops, that's my tax information. Let's close that. Oh yeah, speaking of, so I've been doing my taxes. And holy crap. Okay. People in chat. Do you have an accountant? Also, do you hear this music right now? This is how I'm testing if I hear myself. Okay, some people are saying yes. How much do you pay your accountant? $30, 67. Okay, relax. 200, 500. Ask 2 different questions at the same time. I know, that's like my worst habit ever. Okay, wait. Okay, so I have an accountant, but I'm paying them. They sent me how much it is, and it's 3,500. is that way too much? Not per month, it's for everything. But I think they're good. I mean, I've never done it before, so. There, okay, it's working now. I fixed it. Yes. All right, then I put this. Okay. You could do for nothing. How much are they saving you? I have no idea. Depends how much work they need to do to your staff. How do they determine pricing? Okay, because they sent me this Excel sheet where I could submit reimbursements or like write off expenses as for the business, right? Opina's here. Hello. Nick is not in the house right now. He's doing his physical therapy, so I hope that's going okay. I almost gave him a heart attack last night. I won't be elaborating. DOST, thank you for the 5 months. So I hope he's fine. Because he was asking me like, what when you're about to have a stroke, which arm hurts again? And I said the left one, and his left arm was hurting. But at the same time, that's the arm that has the pinched nerve. So it should be fine, I think. Yeah. Okay, the reason why was because I kept asking him the same question over and over again. All right, so that's why. But he's been good being. So why are you smiling? It's a stroke. Because he didn't have a stroke. Relax. So he's in physical therapy right now. Fixing that. Let me see over here. Whew, I woke up today like super tired. And I did not set an alarm last night. So I'm happy that I'm here. Because that could have gone so badly. I woke up at exactly 7:30. And I remember waking up, I was flat, right? Flat on the bed. And then I went like this. I was like, and then I checked my phone and it was 7:30 on the dot. And then I tapped in Discord. Oh my God. I'm so freaking lucky. And that's why, how long is my intro today? Your mic is off? Was it off? Dominic, thank you for the 15 months. What? Am I getting one guide? Okay, I got one guide. How long is my intro? I think it was like what? 27 minutes or something. You can program your body to wake up like an alarm clock. Yeah, like even the days that I don't stream, I wake up super early. Super early. So I guess that's a good thing. Also, wait. I feel like we moved on too fast. How do we like this hair, or do we go back to the OG hair? The OG hair is here? Which one is better? Type 1 for this OG, type 2 for the other one. A lot of people are saying 2. 2? So like that. But I'm not used to it. And everyone is so annoyed how much I touch my hair, so I feel like I'm gonna touch it even more. Okay, everyone's saying 2. So we're gonna do 2 today. At least for this stream. Okay, again. Type 6 for glasses. And 7 for without. So many 6s. Wait, so many 7s also. Wear it properly. Like that. But my lashes touch the screen, so I don't like it. Okay. I see more 6s, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, last. Type 8 for up here. Hello. Ni hao. Kung hi fa chai. Or 9 for down. 8, 9. Bitch, what do you mean 8? Like that? I kind of like it like that. But then it's pinching my nose. But good thing I have enough like nose flesh that it doesn't like stop me from breathing. I look like a different person. Why ask? Shut up. It's Ketchup fan. W nose flesh. 8 looks better. Okay, there then. Somewhere in the middle. I don't even feel like myself. There. Touch your nose with your tongue. Am I a nerd? Because the last time I wore glasses on stream was for S-Fan Thanksgiving stream, which was like the last stream we did in the OTK mansion. OTK mansion that every OTK member used so much, you know? What is that hanging from the mic? It's my friend. Okay, let me put background music. Because why not? I feel like a mermaid. Okay. DMCA free therapy music. Let's do that. Okay. Also later on, so I have a PowerPoint, so it's gonna be like this, and then the confessions here. Hee. See, I prepared, guys. But for now, let's try to see what this is. Also, I logged in, so no more ads. How do we feel about this? This music. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sleepy. Or should we do the kawaii DMCA free music? Feels like I'm dying. We all die eventually. Okay. Maybe this one. Wait. Okay, let's do this one for now. And then when we start the therapy, we'll play the other one. But how are you guys doing? Have y'all been the past few days? A little bit lower. Oh yeah. Okay. There. I'm still breathing out. Okay, continue breathing. Good. Playing WoW. Busy. Yesterday was Chinese New Year. Exactly. Kong hei fa choi. Kong si fa chai. Music's gone. Okay, I'm getting one guide again. Having fun. Improving. Oh. What do you think when we are attending therapy? Oh. At least you can... The fact that you are here right now is a privilege. And I don't mean that narcissistically. Music is gone. Relax. I just made it softer. The fact that you have the time to spare to do it, and if you are in therapy in real life, the fact that you can afford it is a privilege, you know? Yeah. Hi. So what else has been happening the past few days for me? For me, it's just wow. Ashwi, ni hao. Get a ninja credit and protein chalk so Nick can snack on healthy ice cream. What's ninja credit? I don't need therapy. I'm good. No one is good. Everyone has problems. Okay? So you're just lying right now. I want to start making protein stuff though. But the thing is, because it's nice to have fake protein because it makes you retain your muscles, right? Because Nick is dieting. But at the same time, at least for me, it makes me fart so much. And I don't like that. So I'd rather just not. And dog, thank you for the 12 months. What's ninja credit? Do therapists need therapy? That's a great question. Yes, because doctors need doctors, right? But can the therapists just therapize themselves? Or what? Fix glasses. I don't know what you mean. Because if it's too high, my lashes touch it. Anyway, do mailmen deliver their own mail? That's a good point. Most therapists are narcissistic. Really? Let me Google that. I don't believe you. Are therapists narcissistic? Oh, yes, they are. While most therapists are empathetic professionals, some may possess narcissistic traits, such as a need for admiration, defensiveness, or, in rare cases, narcissistic personality disorder. Unresolved issues can lead to therapists exploiting clients or making sessions about themselves. Thank you, Slum Shady. Signs include poor feedback, manipulation, or arrogance. What the heck? That's crazy. The narcissistic therapist. Okay. I'm kind of concerned because I've never done therapy before. My therapist is ChatGPT. So if you get a bad therapist and they just give you advice that benefits themselves, how would you know whether to listen to them or not? I don't understand. Do you just trust that they have your best intentions in mind? I feel like it's the same thing though with doctors. Like, how do you know that the doctors are good? Is there like a therapist review section? Because I know E-Rob and Emily had the same therapist. Because they both went to therapy and they saw each other in the waiting room. And have they done better since then? I don't know. It's called feeling. Yeah, I have no clue. What you just said is indicative. You need therapy. You should not immediately jump to them exploiting you. Okay, so to figure out whether therapists are exploiting us, I need therapy, is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I guess so. It's like, what, undercover journalism or something? Do I even wear these glasses? Yes. Catchy looking straight 1980s today. I think that's a compliment. Sent a new version of PowerPoint if you want to use it. Okay, yes. Yes, thank you, Puffin, for helping me out with a PowerPoint. We've been working on it since yesterday. Also, disclaimer, I was supposed to look through the questions and confessions before stream started, but I didn't. So we're just we're gonna look at it live. And so I have not read a single thing. Apparently there are some schizos as well towards the end. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, let me download this and open this here. And we should be good. Okay, new catchy questions. Yes, yes. But today should be super fun. Super fun. And also, my plan is, because I said I was going to go live 3 times a week, and this is the first time this week, I'll probably go live tomorrow and the day after. So it's going to be 3 back-to-back-to-back streams. Yes. So I'm planning to do an IRL downtown and a cooking stream. Or 2 IRLs, we'll see. Fall to find out. Yep. Yes. But before we... Wait. Ooh. Good changes, Puffin. Okay, let me just double check if this works. All right. Shit. I meant Shazam. Perfect. Okay. So that will be for later. But for now, let's do Wordle. Wordle. There we go. All right. So let's do plays. Just an L? What the fuck? Kitty? Is that a word? None? How about bed? Mopped. What? Okay. M-O. Moles. All right. So M-O something. L. Molly? No, but then that would be green if that were Molly. What? Cunt? Can I do that? Cunts. Okay, that's a U. So it's M-O. Mauler. Can't. Okay, so maybe M-O. Another letter. And then U-L. So mogul. Mogul. I'm so good at this game, man. I did it. Congratulations. Thank you. I did it. I did not reach out. I swear it on Teacup Soul. Okay, I really did not. Now let's try Bandle. And then I'm getting a monster from downstairs. Just kidding. I have one right here. From my WoW session last night. And I refused to open it. I also have an unopened Coke. It was like just in case I got tired. Yes, napkin. Sorry. Okay, let's do a daily Bandle.
14 months. Try playing Phrasal.
Phrasal? What's Phrasal? Okay, raw smell, thank you. Phrasal. Daily phrase puzzle game. I've never heard of this. Oops. Phrasal. Huh? What, is this just Wordle on crack? What? It's a phrase. Oh, it's kind of like that game show. What do you call it? The letter thing? Wheel of Fortune. Yes, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's do E. Okay. A. I and U. Frick, one last chance. What fuck ass phrase is this? P. Okay, I lost. No, I'm gonna keep on guessing. I don't care. L. Lie, 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 lie. M. Rhyme. Lime. What is this word? This is one word? Okay, I'll do G. Long, but there's no U. What? Okay, what are the vowels? A, E, I. Oh, long. So it has to be long, long time. Long time. Long time something time. What? Long time no see. That's the only like phrase I know. Okay, I looked at chat. So I know. I saw someone say listeners. Long time listeners. First time caller. Okay, I don't like this. But maybe next time we do it again. Okay, now I'm not looking at chat. $3.2 billion views. What? It sounds like a background song for like a video game. Oh, rockabye. I'm gonna na 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 na. What's that song called though? Rockabye? Rockabye, baby, rockabye. Did I win? Ah, we did it! Okay. Wait, but I cheated. I looked at chat for 1 second and someone said rockabye. I think it was Red Rage. So that's your fault. So I did cheat on that. But then I still knew the song. But at least I admit it. But all the other times that I've won, I did not look at chat. Okay, FYI. It was just now. All right, so relax. Relax. But yeah, I think... Oh, I heard a cough. I think that's Pian. He's back already. Hooray, he's alive. Okay, 1 second. Put this here. And we can hop into the Reddit. Oh, time for WoW. Yeah, because he's trying to make it to level 70. I think he's level 65 right now. To raid with Chance and V. So we'll see if he makes it or not. I believe. But he might just have to keep playing for the next 48 hours because he has to do the podcast Thursday night. So we shall see, man. We shall see. But it's been a while. Let's go hop into the Reddit. itsKatchii. Okay. Oops. Here. Damn. So what even was the last post I looked at? This one? I think it was the Valentine's Day one. So this one I haven't yet, right? Soap didn't box was the last one you looked at. So I saw this. Yeah, okay. So we can do... Oh, I have motion in China, guys. But I have to pee. So I'm gonna send you to the trivia before I go.
Symbol of peace.
All right, verb.
The answer is a dove. Who invented the airplane?
Frick.
Correct. It was the Wright brothers. What is the national animal of Canada? That's right, the beaver. Which planet is known as the morning star? Correct, yeah, it's Venus. Who invented the telephone? It was Alexander Graham Bell. Which body part has the most bones? It's the hand. Which organ is responsible for detoxifying chemicals in the body? Yeah, the liver does the job. Which is the only mammal that can fly? The answer is a bat. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Yeah, that would be Venus again. Which vegetable is known for making people cry when cut? You guessed it, the onion. Which is the smallest continent by area? That would be Australia. What is the square root of 49? The answer is 7. Which famous structures can be found in Egypt? The pyramids, of course. Which bird is the largest? Yeah, it's the ostrich. Which is the smallest ocean in the world?
I actually don't know this.
That would be the Arctic Ocean. How many legs does a crab have?
Six?
Correct. A crab has 10 legs.
Crab has 10 legs.
Which planet is second from the sun?
I don't know.
You got it. That would be Venus.
Okay, last question.
Which continent is home to the kangaroo?
Australia. At least I know one. All right, chat. Let's do Reddit. Then we can hop into the confessions. Katchii has motion in China. Happy Chinese New Year, guys.
Have I seen Katchii? Oh, I have seen those accounts do like Katchii
Author,
too.
thank you.
Like I'll see the accounts. They'll post me and then they'll post all my friends. And the videos with Katchii do really well too.
Oh.
They like me and Katchii in China.
Yeah, I've seen those also on YouTube because I randomly got recommended one. And like I looked at it because I think it's art clips and they just translate it into Chinese. And then they post it for their Chinese audience. And then you just see the comments is all in Chinese. It's like, oh my gosh, they know us there. Ni hao. Hello. I'm a quarter Chinese, so it's fine. And so is Emmy. She's like half Chinese. So that's cool. He. I don't remember what the account was called, but I sent it to Nick one day and he was like, what the frackle. So I think that's like at least plus 10 social credit. Yeah, only 8 more hours.
It worked, girl. I'll just keep you back here until Katchii finishes that piano.
That sounds so real.
It worked, girl. I'll just keep you back here until Katchii finishes that piano I asked him to build.
Fuck, you're right. The right and the left are...
Only 8 more hours.
Okay, so when I built this motherfucking piano, everyone's like, oh my god, you switched the right and the left. That's why everything is so messed up. So, the other day, I switched it back. And it's still messed up. It's still slanted the other way, so it didn't fix anything. So it's like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm still able to play it. So I don't care. It's fine. Maybe it's supposed to be the other way around. So like that one is facing there, but we'll see. Hey! It's okay. I'm hungry. Feed me. Order egg bites. I don't know why the Philippines does not have egg white bites. I've been pretty homesick recently, but the one thing that's stopping me is I can't order egg bites. And also it's like $10,000 to go there and back. And after paying taxes, oh frick. I don't know how people do it. It's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. Also, hey, whatever. It's okay. This is why I'm going live the next 3 days in a row. Challenge complete. Yes, I did 100 takoyaki. Woo! 10K. I mean, if you book it late, then yes, it's 10K. All right. Takoyaki 100. It's so annoying. You know what's going through my head right now? Because I'm suffering, right? I just had 100 freaking takoyaki. And I started feeling sick after the first 15. What I was going through. And I'm like, all right, this is what will get clipped. I have to look cute. But then I just know that I'm not like, I feel like puking, but I won't. But I'm like, okay. And then I have to chew everything too. And then I try my best to chew it as much as possible. Red hair Katchii. It's not red. I just put it like that. That's it. Katchii 100. That was the fakest ever. Bro, it's so hard to swallow. I usually don't have that problem, but
Done.
Yay. I did it. I did the challenge.
What you're about to hear.
Attach it
Bars.
for real.
What you're about to hear literally gets girls wet. Okay, you ready? Did it work?
Maybe. Because the
All right.
seat vibrates.
It's so cool when you do that because it like vibrates.
I was joking.
I'm joking.
Yeah, guys, I was just joking. Obviously.
For real.
Making great time.
But then how do you attach it? For real, for real. How do you put it in? Okay, let me read again.
Yeah, I kind of just gave up. Cause this was the day to the takoyaki stream, and I thought I just had to like screw two things together and it was there. Like I didn't know it would take over an hour to do. So I was just like, what the heck? But I did it, and now it's here behind me. Yay. I also have like a mic stand and mic, so we'll see. I want to like listen to myself first to see how I sound if ever I do end up like singing at the same time. Yeah. I will do a piano stream eventually. Catchy Charlie Chaplin edition. The funny thing about this is it's not even intentional. It just happens. And I'm just like, oh, well. Also, since this is a therapy session, usually it's a wine glass, right? So what I did, because you know how like you're giving advice or therapy, it's you sip on wine. I looked downstairs and I opened the cupboard and there was not a single wine glass, but I did find this. So it's going to be this. And instead of wine, it's going to be Monster. Okay. So here's my Monster drink for the questions before I answer everything, okay? Which will be soon. Very, very soon. Dr. Aristotle, thank you for the 6 months. Yay. Okay. So this is the drink. I added the Monster from previous WoW session. I'll also probably be playing WoW later today as well. There we go. All right. Let's keep going. Buzz Lightyear visits Austin. Okay, I get it.
Buzz Lightyear mission log. All signs point to this planet as the location of Austin, Texas. But there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello? Was there a booger in my
No sign
nose?
of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello? There is! Do you see that dot? That's the thing, because I don't really like pick my nose so much. So it just appears. Maybe I should stop. I should start picking it more. That's called hair. Bitch. Bitch. Girl, no one noticed that but you. Nick notices it a lot. Because I go like that. And then whatever. It's just dust.
More legal than you think. Just ask these parents.
In college is a Jesuit.
Boston is sending its best. Oh man, oh no. So this is the college I went to from 2018 to 2022.
Boston College is a Jesuit, Catholic, liberal arts university committed to formative education.
This is Alice. I know her. Sorry if that's doxing. I know her. She's like a grade above me, a year above me. Wait, who?
Catholic, liberal arts
Okay, I don't know anyone here.
university committed to formative.
I actually know her. I would say her last name to prove it, but I won't. She was so nice to me.
Education. It is a place.
Because I was in a club called PSBC, Philippine Society of Boston College, and like all the other Asian clubs, like we'd all like do events together. So I forgot which one she was a part of, but I knew her. So that's awesome.
That gives you the skills to imagine, to innovate, and to improve the world. And it looks a bit like this.
Why'd I even go to college, man? No one even knows. Everyone thinks I'm dumb AF. But it's a good fallback option. But great edit. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. But it's so expensive also to go. I had some student loans and I paid it all off yesterday. It was 10K. And my mom was so proud of me because I was able to make enough to pay it off myself without, because a lot of people, they have like student loans for years and years and years and years and years. But within a year of streaming, I was able to just get rid of it. So yay. Hooray. Catchy raised Julia and this happens. Yeah, so this was when I was in, what stream did I do? This is after my takoyaki challenge. So I rated Julia.
I think we're gonna order something.
Yo, Catchy!
What's wrong with you? Hey, shut up!
Catchy, thank you so much for the raid.
Oh.
Catchy.
Thank you. Thank
Catchy.
you. Hey, you did a great job eating all those balls. Thank you. That was good.
W raid Catchy. Shout out Catchy.
All right. I did not know this happened. Yay. Oh, that was fun.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Nearly murdered.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're exploring infamous moments in history when eerie photographs, especially when viewed with hindsight, were taken shortly before a disaster or tragedy struck.
My message to people celebrating Valentine's Day with no Valentines, it isn't even that much better with a Valentine.
What? Why say that? Like, bitch, if it's not better, then go celebrate it yourself.
Well, that doesn't, I also don't really care. Though, about Valentine's Day. Because Why do I need a day to tell me to celebrate my partner when I should celebrate them every day?
Good bean! Plus 29.
He redeemed himself with that.
Good bean.
He did redeem himself. Gotta catch 'em all 14. Cephalopocalypse now.
Takoyaki.
itsKatchii. I hate this photo. Why am I like hunched back like that? Because I have to get always reminded to straighten my back. I farted. I don't know if you heard. Done. Nick, thank you for the 5. Mortis, thank you for the 50. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Letters, great edit as always. Thank you. Mogged. I mean, every sub counts, okay? It's fine.
It's beautiful.
Next. France, by the way. Big Daddy Vin.
It's beautiful. I've looked at this for 5 hours now. I like the green one. And the red circle right here. I'm tearing up, man.
Guys, this was just a dare. Okay, so we were playing this phone game, and one of the dares was get as close as possible without kissing. And also, I had one drink at that restaurant, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. And since we're such close friends, we don't really have boundaries anymore, physical boundaries. So it made it a lot easier to do. So we did it. And there's nothing more to that. Doy. And also, everything we say, all those sus moments, they're all just jokes. They're all just jokes. You know, when I said, oh my god, speaking of, I didn't even talk about this. Let me show you. Let me show you. How do I pull it up? Yes. So I made this post the day after Valentine's. All right. So how do I open this? Here and over here. I have to log in. Maybe not. Let's see. itsKatchii. Yes. This bitch ass app. I can't even click it. Okay, whatever. I'll just show the Twitter version. But the day after Valentine's, I made this post, okay? And I didn't know what to caption it because we took these photos when my mom was here visiting. So like a month ago or something. And I didn't know what caption to use. So I was asking like Nick, and he was live on his alt, like, what caption should I do? And Nick and Chad collectively decided, went black, never going back. Right? Because it's obviously a joke. It's obviously a joke. But, so I did it for Insta and Twitter. And oh my goodness, did these posts freaking blow up. All right? So on Insta, it had 106,000 likes as of now. Yesterday morning, it was like 95. and now it's 106K, which is like the most I've ever gotten. The second was probably this one, 84. But like, oh my goodness. And then this one got 25K likes and so many racists. They just came out of nowhere and we're like, oh my God, you ruined your bloodline. Like, oh my God, we whites don't want you back anyway. Like, shut up. We're both the same amount of white. Like, that doesn't even, it's just stupidity all around. And it just opened my eyes because I didn't know that it was that widespread. Or maybe it's because like with the new settings on Twitter, they don't really care about what people say at all. But on Insta was majority like very positive. But on Twitter, it's just crazy. So I retweeted it. I was like, wow, this post really brought out all the racists, huh? Caption was his idea. Stay mad. Because there's some people saying, oh my God, this girl is fetishizing, whatever the word is, the race. I'm not. He told me to put the caption and it's funny. Like, bro, relax. Okay? Anyway, so that's a little bit of this post and what happened. I forgot why I was reminded of that, but yeah, crazy. I have an announcement. Nick wasn't prepared. I have an announcement.
What are you doing?
Hold me.
Why?
Hold me. With the baby. Chat. We are expecting.
Expecting what? Expecting what? What are we expecting?
We're expecting to have a great time today.
Okay. Dude, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
And we did. The funny thing is I thought of that joke like months ago. And then I was like, okay, this is the perfect time.
I know I can do this.
It gets caught. Uh-oh.
I'm still in his stupid fucking Discord channel. I still have his little friend group. I know where they hide. Oh, listen to you, motherfucker. Listen to you. I know where you fucking hide. I know where you hide. I'm looking under the fucking mattress. I know where you hide your little fucking sneak disses, motherfucker.
What? What sneak diss?
Oh, what the she asked who is not funny in Austin? And despite going down a list defending everyone, you're like, yeah, you know, Wake's just, he's not that funny. Just don't say it.
I feel so bad. Okay, for a little bit of context. So Nick and I were playing Truth or Dare on Valentine's Day, and one of the questions was who's like the least funny in Austin? And I didn't want to say anything. But Nick just goes, Wake Wilder. And I was like, well, he likes to give a lot of advice, you know? And, you know, if people have problems, they go to him. So maybe that's why he said that. But then he reacted and just confronted Nick about it.
Anything.
Apparently.
The fuck?
I had to say...
You had to publicly fuck me up? Huh?
Oh.
Publicly? You had to discourage me from making bad jokes? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to... why? So what? Go ahead.
So you are funny, but I just knew I could say that and you'd be strong enough to handle it because I had to pick somebody.
You were wrong. I'm fragile, Nick. I got nothing to me. Are you kidding me? You think I do all this because I'm secure in myself?
No.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Wake, you're
right.
hilarious.
No,
what?
First thing I said is that you're very funny. Everyone said Nick's not funny in my chat. I was just going to say that. But I said, Nick's actually really funny. And
I'm not funny.
Wrong. No,
I'm like a predator.
You like,
I give like Epstein
that's
joke
what makes
vibes.
it really funny. Yeah, but like, you know, like I think it's funny. No, cancel me then. Fuck it. I don't care. Why are you playing WoW? You're never gonna do anything. I'm so afraid for you right now. There's no way you're not out of money yet. I say this
In real
with
life?
love. Yes, in real life. There's no way you can keep doing this. It's been years. I don't even remember you.
I got 3 months.
Did you budget?
Yeah. So I got this family bag of peanut M&Ms for my birthday, and that's what I've been eating ever since.
So whenever you're done, that's like your hourglass. And when
This is why he's been running ads on his alt, so stop complaining. And it's not even the max ads. Some people I've heard, because, okay, for those who don't know, when you stream, you have an option of how many minutes of ads you put out per hour. The max is 20 something, and a lot of people max it out. But for people who care more about that, it's a lot less. So I run a lot less, and Nick runs a lot less as well. I think Emily does too. Okay, I mean, I only ask people I'm comfortable asking. But so he usually not run ads on his alt, but now he is, because that's his only source of income. So he's probably gonna go live later again on his alt, and I will play WoW with him. So that's gonna be fun.
you're out of peanut M&Ms, it's time to go back to work.
Because he has not been employed for like 7+ months. So it's time. And he's also coming back soon. Okay, it was supposed to be end of February, but probably in March. But no later than March.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll burn that off. When are you ready to get in shape again? What's your physical therapy?
Well,
you keep saying you're broken.
I am. I have physical therapy. I have homework, and
you have homework?
Yeah, I do physical therapy at home. Like they gave me homework to do.
Okay.
He has to go like that.
So once that's clear, we can go back to the gym, and things are about to start ramping up. Wake, it's gonna be fun.
Good. I'm ready. I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, go have fun. Fucking talk your shit. I'll talk to you later, baby.
You're hilarious. I love you.
Nick, I don't care. I was just having fun. Mwah.
Okay.
Peace, baby.
Yeah, last night Nick was in Wake's chat saying, because sometimes he just goes in people's chats and types the most random thing ever. So last night he typed what did he say? It was like, "Hey Wake, do you have hair down there?" And then he was like busy watching something, so he typed again. Then he typed pubes. And then he finally like reacted to it, and then he answered truthfully. He was like, "Oh, it's trimmed." And then Nick just kept going, saying like, "Oh, the last time I trimmed was in Norway." I'm like, Nick. But yeah, and then he just kept going for a bit there, saying, "Just kidding, I am clean shaven." Like, bro.
Play actually a
Tuppy met an angel. Oh my god. I love her. I love Alice.
again soon. So
Cosplay!
next month, Lily's joining and Yami's joining. We're doing a group Sailor Moon cosplay. And
Yeah.
I'm super excited. We have so many cute girlies come in. We got Katchii, the nugget eating queen.
Yes, the one that beat my... Actually, her and Julia both beat me, but yes.
So Katchii's gonna be in the Sailor group, and Emaru, and Julia, and Bonnie, and Mary, and Danny, and so many cool girls are gonna be in the cosplay group. So that's gonna be super fun. Plus some new girls like Bonnie, Katchii. It'll be fun.
I'm excited. Katchii's
DQR, thank you for the follow.
Like, actually, it's insane. She's
Katchii is an angel on earth.
No, actually. She's like a doll.
She's so beautiful.
She looks like a doll. Like, actually, like a doll.
Like, Katchii looks so beautiful, like, in her streams. But if you meet Katchii in real life, you're, like, shook. You're like, oh my gosh, this girl is so beautiful.
Damn, Alice.
Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's gonna be in our shoot. I think Katchii's, like, the prettiest girl I've ever met in real life. Genuinely.
No, genuinely, she looks like fake. Like, it's...
Like, she's so
Like,
pretty.
she's so stunning.
Like, she's so pretty.
It's actually insane.
Oh my god, that's so nice. Yeah, I met them right before I did the Dog Challenge. Like, oh my, and I've seen Alice a lot. I met her at TwitchCon. They're beautiful. They're so nice. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this though. It's like my first like group cosplay thingy. So that's gonna be like towards the end of March. So I'm super, super excited. Should I say which Sailor Moon girl I'm doing? Or should it be a surprise? I mean, no one else has said, so I guess just it will be a surprise. Also, Nick, shut up. But yeah, let's keep it a surprise. So that should be exciting. Yay! And Alice is gorgeous. When I met her in real life too, I was like, wow, she looks like an anime girl in real life, like reincarnated. So yeah, it's so cute. They're so sweet. She's showing my Insta.
She's a streamer, but she's so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And because I feel like being a creator online, especially if you're a girl, so many people like love shitting on you. But obviously it's just based off of what they see on camera. And so I always bother Nick. I'm like, Nick, am I ugly? Nick, am I like this? Am I like that? And he's like, shut the fuck up. Like people who meet you in real life, they all say you're gorgeous. So thank you. So it makes me feel better. Thank you. This is why he almost had a heart attack yesterday too. Also, I'm on my period. Well, I'm supposed to. I had cramps. So it's either I'm on my period or I'm pregnant. Okay? So fall to find out. That's a joke in game.
I want to know if you can earn cash back.
That's an ad. Nick.
B.
Bonnie is right. What did Bonnie say? Her Valentine's event was super fun though. I wasn't really on stream, but I had a lot of fun like talking to the people that were there because it's been a while. Like I haven't talked to people like the whole year. So it was nice saying hello, you know. Nick.
Be my baby, lovable mini baby.
Yeah. So about that, I have an announcement.
Holy shite, I'm 44 years old. Heard of peeling toenails?
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay,
There's
we
no
just
way.
got a TOS.
There's no way. There's no way.
TTS. But yeah, I have an announcement.
No.
What are you doing?
Hold me.
No.
Why?
Hold me.
There's no way. What? Actually?
The baby?
Wait, no way.
Chat. We are expecting.
Expecting what?
Expecting what? Expecting what?
Expecting what?
Expecting what? What are we expecting?
No. Wait, really?
We're expecting to have a great time today.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, he should not be scared. He should be ready for this. Like, bro,
Nick.
you're
Be
getting
my
old,
baby.
Nick. Okay, if not now, then when?
Facts.
What are you talking about?
Facts.
Oh my god.
You're pushing 40. I have to pee again.
Correct. It's Australia. Which country is known for inventing pasta? That would be Italy. Which river runs through Egypt? Nice, yeah, the Nile. What is the largest species of shark? It's the whale shark. What is the capital city of Japan?
This is not Megalodon. Like, bro. Doesn't Megalodon even exist? There was an iPad game I was obsessed with in class. Sorry, it's true. And I would always like, you have to eat the other fish. And then eventually you become a Megalodon. Okay, let me see if this is an actual thing. Is the Megalodon Real. Yes! It was a real creature, but it's not alive today. Extinct? Yeah, right. It's not. Because people don't really explore the deep blue waters of the ocean anymore. So I feel like they're still real. But they just don't fuck with anyone. They're like deep, deep underwater. Yeah. What Nick thought about itsKatchii. Oh, I have not seen this. Okay, so this is like his first WoW alt stream. This was during Galentine's. Because Ashley hosted a Galentine's. So, and Emily went. So Emily was there. We got to bond.
What did you think about itsKatchii the first time I saw her? In person? The first time I saw her in person, I remember, and this was actually at, the top streamer. I remember going to Arthur, and I was like, dude, she is way hotter than I thought she was.
Oh, I was there when he said it.
That's what I said.
This is true. Nick has told me this. Yeah, that is true. He has told me this many a times. Which I guess is a good thing.
All right.
What does a 1/4 Filipino, 1/4 Chinese, 1/4 black, 1/4 white child look like? Is this even true? No, it's not. The child would be half white. Because, okay, I watched the disarray of the Twitter freaks. I am half white. So I'm half German, 1/4 Filipino, and 1/4 Chinese. Nick is half white. So I think Polish and Canadian. And half black. So, if theoretically us two friends were to make a child, that child would be half white. So, 1/4 German, 1/8 Polish, 1/8 Canadian, 1/8 Filipino, 1/8 Chinese, and 1/4 black. Okay? Let's go. I love the sun!
Oh my god,
You
chat.
want one?
What?
Sun.
I would love a child, yeah. Are you trying to provide children for me?
If you're a good kid.
All right, I'm gonna give me the stick.
What?
You know what's funny, chat? I caught her looking at ChatGPT. She was saying, what does a 1/4 Filipino, 1/4 Chinese, 1/4 black, 1/4 white child look like?
I was just curious.
She was Googling all that.
I was curious how it would look.
Isn't that funny?
Oh. I'll show you how it looks. Thank you,
The child
Cronin.
will be a pure Filipino, mixed with all races.
Oh, babe, they're so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, this is kind of accurate because it has our features. Ah, that's adorable, guys. Okay, I'll show you what I got. I didn't send our photos, but I asked like about the ethnicities and stuff. So this is what ChatGPT showed me. Let me see if I can find it because I have so many random photos of BS. That's adorable though. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. When I asked ChatGPT, this is the girl that they showed. She's so pretty. And then this is like the baby version. Oh. This is the baby version. So we'll see, but these babies look a lot more accurate. That's so cute. Crooked hairline from the start. Okay, relax. Let's see if it happens. We're just friends, though. We're just friends.
Prepare to be written.
Next note.
Prepare to be written. Yeah! Yeah! And some of these, and some of these. Almost there, and done. Now let's see how it looks so far. Break time!
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why his handwriting is like a serial killer. Like, I still have it here. Why does he write so squarish? I don't understand. I'd rather not know. But so far, he's been good being. So if he's repressing it, keep doing that, okay? It's fine. Okay, after this, I think let's go into the confessions. Why knowing context beforehand is important.
This guy in chat says, I miss my ex. Well, I can tell you this much, buddy. She's not missing you, bro. She's probably taking 6-7 cocks right about now, buddy.
They're an ex for a reason.
Yep. She's dead, bro. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, apparently she was dead. Sorry. But we didn't know that. We were just trying to make you feel better. But if they're dead, then you'll die too. And then you'll see them. Okay, relax. But without further ado, I think let's hop into the questions and confessions. Whee! Okay, let's go. All right. So, I asked you guys if you had any questions and confessions for me. So I had this this link where you could submit stuff, and this is the result. So I have not seen a single one of these. I was supposed to review them before I went live, but I did not. So this is my first time seeing them ever. So we'll see how this goes. And also, if you're thinking, what does this bitch know? Like, why should I listen to her when she gives me advice? And you're right. I don't know anything. And yet you're here watching me. So let's begin. All right. Question 1. How do integrate back into society? I am alone for most of my time, and I honestly don't mind it. So like Ikikomori from Japan. Actually, pretty addicted to being alone, but I feel like I am missing out on other aspects of life, mostly the social aspect. I dodge calls and texts, even from people I like. I just want to make one decent friend, but I am pretty weird due to all the isolation. Eye contact causes me discomfort, and I hate the thought of being noticed. I really struggle with connection. Do you have any advice on how to overcome the fear of talking to people? Okay, I understand that feeling because a lot of the times I don't really want to talk to people either. Like there are days where I just want to be alone. Except with Pin. I like Pin. And it can be hard, it really can. But there are times where like I am forced to talk to people, and when I do, it's great. It turns out great and I have a good time. And then after I talk to them, like I feel invigorated to keep talking. So, wait, did someone raid? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Els Draws, for the raid. Yes. Someone said do drugs. No, do not rely on drugs to socialize. That's bad advice. But yeah, if you talk to strangers, that's a good way to do it because you'll never see them again. And it's just a matter of getting used to it because it's really not that bad. It's really not, because once you strike up a conversation with one person, you realize that you'll feel better, and you just have to have like one thing in common, and like even the fact that you're together in the same space, you can just talk about that, and it will be fine. It's not as hard as your mind makes it out to be. Because if there has been a long time where it hasn't happened, then you can start overthinking and feeling a certain way. But if you just like go out, instead of like ordering food, for example, if you go out and get that food and just like looking around at people, because there was this one quote that gave me a lot of comfort. Because before I started streaming, I was very, 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 very introverted. I still am. I'm still very introverted, but not shy. But if you just put yourself out there, and I forgot what I was going to say. I'm not a therapist. No, if, okay, yeah. So there's one quote I saw. No one cares about you. No one cares about you. And that's so liberating because since no one cares about you, you can just do whatever you want. And no one will care. No one will remember you. So just live your life. Talk to people if you want to. And if not, who cares? But that doesn't really apply to me anymore because I'm a public figure, so people know me. But I'm over it. Yeah. So how to integrate back into society. So if you're super used to being alone, one thing I recommend is playing an MMO like World of Warcraft or literally anything. There's one called Palia. I haven't played it myself, but it's like an MMO for cozy slice of life gaming. You can talk to other people who are playing, and if you don't want to use your voice, you can just type, and then like slowly build up to it. And I mean, back then it used to be church, but nowadays no one really goes to church so much. So it can just be like joining, like having common ground to join an activity or a group of some sort. Just use social media to your advantage and build friends that way, and just pray to God that they're not serial killers. And then eventually you will get to know them. Like even on Twitter, right? As toxic as it can be, you can join communities and make connections that way. Yeah. And then slowly like try to have conversation with people you'll never see again. Because if it goes wrong, who cares? They won't see you ever again. Also, like from school especially. School is really good, but it's hard because when school is over, then you have to actually start trying, So eye contact causes me discomfort. You can look here and they'll also think that they're making eye contact with you. How big is Nick? I actually had this conversation with Nick yesterday because he's making jokes about his small penis. I'm like, what do you want me to say to that? We're just friends. And he's like, whatever you feel like saying. So, oh my God, he's so big. Okay, next question. I am in a talking stage with my ex. We broke up 2 months ago. And now it's kind of weird seeing she openly tells me that she talks with a lot of boys online and FaceTime with. I feel like a cock, but I can't stop talking with her because I love her. Need help. Judging from this question, you seem very young. Whether that's physically, like your actual age, or mentally. All right, get over her. She doesn't seem like the person you're meant to be with. There's so many other people, girls out there. Or boys. Okay, there's so many people out there. Or thems. If she is telling you that she is talking with a lot of other boys online and FaceTiming with them, that's so toxic. Why would you want to be with someone who's openly telling you that they're engaging with other people? Fuck that bitch. Like the incels kind of have a point sometimes. Not always. But sometimes, yes, it's true. There's so many girls who are just like cooked. Guys as well. Okay, but this girl is not to be fucked with. Okay, if she wants to mess around with other guys, let her and make her regret it. Okay, focus on yourself, go to the gym, focus on your business, make money, and make her regret that shit. Okay, Ziza, thank you. Next, My streamer is having 30 minutes intro even after being 40 minutes late already. Can you give me advice what I should do? Patience is a virtue. You are welcome for teaching you this. Okay. Also, if you know that their intros are longer, then just set a timer after the start joining. And maybe encourage them to be better and have shorter intros. Okay, next. Confession/funny story. I visited the USA for the first time and went to Las Vegas. One day I went to breakfast at the Luxor Pyramid Hotel, and a weird, shady-looking dude came to us. He asked if we want a free meal. Oh, he's German. My German senses were tingling. Like, why would anyone would give you something for free? So I said no. He went to the next table. They said yes and spoke with each other for 10 minutes after that. He handed them a $100 bill. Honestly, my introvert self is still happy I didn't have to talk to this dude for a $100 bill because I feel like I would have sold my soul lamau. Okay, the fact that you saw this person and you judged them as a weird, shady-looking dude, okay, and asked if they wanted a free meal, that's so sus. That is so sus. And good for you for acting on your instincts and knowing that it's not worth the risk. Because there are a lot of messed up people around here. So the fact that you did not succumb to their lure, you know, it's like a white van, like say, oh, I have free candy, you know, but you did not succumb to that. Okay, nothing is really for free. So they were probably filming content or something. Okay, so it's the next table's problem, but good for you. Good for you. Next question. With the recent news of Los Ratones disbanding, how am I supposed to deal with the fact that I will never get to see them play another game together? I feel the same way about All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend was my favorite band when I was 12 years old. And they went to the Philippines when I was like 13 or 14 or something. But I didn't watch them and then they disbanded. And so up to this day, sometimes I'm like, what if I went? Because that would have been like the culmination of my interest towards them. That's what happened with Pentatonics. I was obsessed with Pentatonics and they went to the Philippines and then I watched them. And then I touched them. I literally touched them because I was like front row. And then they were singing and putting their hands out. I touched them and then I got over it. I was like, okay, I touched them. There's nothing else that can happen. So now I just casually listen to them sometimes. But you should realize that they don't care about you. They don't care that you're upset that they disbanded. They disbanded anyway. You caring or not will not affect the fact that they disbanded. So stop caring about them. And listen to someone else who keeps making music. Or just listen to their old songs. There's nothing you can do about it. If there's nothing you can do about something, why even waste your time, energy, and effort and mental capacity thinking about it? Just stop caring. Next. What does it take to go from friends to couple of friends? Well, if you're just friends, maybe make some jokes. Make some jokes and see how they react. She or he or they, see how they react. And if they react positively, then keep making the jokes. And then after the jokes, maybe start playfully touching. Like if you're watching a movie, put your hand, you know, on their shoulder or something and see how they react. Or like, you know, like, okay, if you're, maybe that's too much of a big step. Maybe if you're next to each other, touch knees. Touch your knees and see how that works out. Or have like a group setting and then try to be closer, you know. Or like if other people tease you together, then it will plant the seed in her head or their head and they'll start thinking about you that way. But honestly, like, obviously they have to be into it. Knee touch, yes, Pian. I feel like the first time Nick and I had like a moment like that was after his collab with Jason the Ween. And Jason the Ween was playing like the love song. And it was us just hanging on the couch. And then he got flustered and got a basketball and started dribbling the basketball for God knows what reason. But after that, we had like a long talk because Maya did a stream that Nick wasn't invited to, but Arthur was. So Arthur was out of the house. So it was the first time that Nick and I we were alone in the living room and we were hanging out. And we were just talking about our lives. And yeah, that's another tip. Talk about things that you wouldn't necessarily tell other people. That way you can trauma bond, but in a good way. You know, just be open to them, and then that way you have a connection of some sort. Okay, next. My mornings have been in shambles without my NMP streams. Twitch just hasn't been the same. And the cameos just ain't enough. A wise man once said, men online sell friendship and vibes to attract audiences. And man, I really miss our 9 times Gladiator, 2 times Rank 1, 2006 to 2007 JV Hockey MVP and Apex Legends Week 2 champion. Gotta know when he's coming back. And I'm sure me and Chad are ready to lock in whenever he is. Yes, there's so many people who are just waiting for Pin, aka NMP LOL, to come back. Okay, is this Coolios? It might be, it might not be. You never know, but this is anonymous. And the answer is March sometime, if not end of Feb. But we've been waiting on something, other news that's not in our hands. So follow to find out, but sooner rather than later. But for now, you can follow NMP LOL2. He's been doing a lot of alt WoW streams. So the past 4 days, he's been live on his alt for 8+ hours. And probably later today because he's trying to make it to Soda Poppin's raid on Friday. So we'll see if that happens. It's already Wednesday, so he only has today and tomorrow. And he films the podcast tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. But follow NMP too if you want to get a dose of him. Okay? Yes. Quick question about punctuality and dating/relationships. As a man, is it better to come early or late? What do you mean? Sometimes when I'm nervous, I come a lot earlier than I should. Is this acceptable? Well, when it comes to dates, if you have a set time, let's say 7 p.m., it is expected for the man to come earlier. Okay? So I'd say like 15 minutes earlier than the time. So when the girl arrives, she's not wondering, where's the guy that I got stood up? But in another context, I think you should always make sure the girl comes first. Easier said than done. Next, I have a GF that I've been wanting to leave now for a little bit. I'm not going to do it until after Valentine's. But my question is, should I make a memorable V-Day for her since I know it will be our last? Or should I put little to no effort? That way, maybe the break is easier when I finally do. I think it's really messed up if you're about to break up with someone to love bomb them and make them like feel so much love just to break up with them. So I'd say put no effort. And then right after Valentine's breakup, I think a lot of people would break up before Valentine's because that way they don't have to give a gift, right? But in this context, I mean, it's too late. Like, you did what you did. Valentine's was 4 days ago. But if that were me, like, put little effort to Valentine's. That way they feel like they don't like you anymore. And then when you break up with them, it's easier for them to accept. Because in their head, they'll be like, oh, I deserve better. You know? So it'll be a lot better. Yes. Next. I've been sneaking food into her room every night after my husband goes to bed. I keep telling myself it's just a little midnight snack, but really it's because I don't want him to know how much I actually eat. Every time I hide the wrappers around under the bed or in the back of the closet, it feels heavier and heavier on my conscience. I'm scared of what he'll think if he knew the true me. If he knew how often I've been doing this Every problem we run into makes me emotionally eat and crave food even more. I don't know how to stop. I think you should just be comfortable eating in front of your husband. You know, like if you're really scared for him to see you eating, he's probably gonna see it anyway on you. So just eat in front of him, and you should be comfortable eating for yourself and with him. Because if this guy is really for you, then whatever you do or whatever you say, you should be comfortable doing in front of him. You know? And if it's really like unhealthy food and it's not good for you, then I don't think it's really about him seeing you, but about you seeing yourself. Because if you yourself are ashamed of eating that food, then maybe it's not good for you. And you should reevaluate that and try to slowly change it day by day by not succumbing to the temptation to eat unhealthy food. Okay. For real, are you and Nick down to be Ninong and Ninang for Sophia, my daughter? I'm going to put you an invitation on her first birthday or christening this December. Lamau. This is Vin. Okay, we are down. Well, I haven't asked him, but we will be down. But I'm not sure if we'll be in the Philippines for that time. But yay, Sophia the first. Okay. A friend of mine has been seeing a girl he met off of Hinge. But the problem is that she's leaving the country next week for more than a year. How long have they been seeing each other? They're about to go on their 5th date this week, but he said that she's not looking for anything romantic. And at this point, they're more hangouts than dates. But hangouts are kind of like dates, especially in the start. What could her intentions be? Should he try to make a move before she leaves? Also, I made a bet that if he got 5 dates with the same girl from Hinge, I would make 1 Hinge. But does this even count? You can make a Hinge, why not? Try it out if you have nothing to lose. This is a tricky question because they don't really know each other that well. I know friends who have had success with dating apps. So, but if they've barely formed a connection and she's going away for a year, it depends. It depends how good the connection is. They can try it out, but also they should not expect the best. So they don't get super heartbroken if it doesn't work out. That's my recommendation for this. Yeah. But if you're saying they're more hangouts than dates, they can continue as friends. And then they can still be friends throughout the 1 year. And then maybe when that person is back, they can revisit something more romantic. Okay, this is so long. Okay, let me take a sip. Question. My family has always been loud characters with high highs and low lows. Well, I've been told I come across monotone and stoic. That's not necessarily bad. Search up stoicism. I'm the middle child. Oh, I'm so sorry for you. And the stereotypes are mostly true for me. And for the longest time, my parents have struggled to spend time and show affection to me. My older sister got all the attention growing up, and that effort skipped me entirely and went to my younger brother when he was born. I've always felt like I wasn't quite one of them. Then, one night when I was younger, I overheard a heated argument between my mom and dad. Oh, you're European because you spelled mom as M-U-M. At what must have been like 3 a.m. Turns out my mom had an affair. And I was the result. Excuse me, I burped. No one knows that I know. And I never brought it up to them either. Never knew how to. But after that, everything made sense and I stopped trying as much to connect with them. 10 years later, I'm independent, doing well for myself, and barely speak to any of them. I keep in touch with my mother and send her money from time to time. Although now she's asking me to invest in my sister's husband's business. For context, my mom and sister have kept me at arm's length for years. And the husband in question has already failed a business venture before this one. But don't invest. It's not your responsibility. It's their problem. Don't invest. Okay? Fuck them. But here's what makes this hard. This is the first time my mother has really genuinely tried to connect with me. My sister's been reaching out too. And truth be told, a part of me wants to believe it's real. That now we're older, this is perhaps the guilt for all the years of neglect and distance. I also can't have children of my own, so this is the only family I'll ever have. But I can't shake the feeling that it's just my money they want. What the heck do I do? Oh, master of relationships, friendships included. I'm sure as streamers you have more experience with this sort of thing. Well, I don't have any experience with your specific situation, but I think it's kind of sus that they only talk to you for when it comes to money. Like, that's not the best clue. Obviously, I don't know that much about your relationship with your family, but that's not a good sign. And you have no... Like, just because they're your family, it doesn't mean that you have to support them. Unless you're, like, super loaded and, like, giving them something, like, doesn't affect you. But if it does, then it's not your responsibility to. You should feel like you're part of the family, regardless of or not if you can support them financially. Honestly. Yeah. And also, you were saying that you can't have children of your own, so this is the only family you'll ever have. That's not true necessarily. You can adopt, technically. Also, there's a saying that friends are family you choose. Because you have no choice of who your family is, but you do have a choice of who you spend your time with, especially as an adult. And if you want to, maybe hang out with your family more, just to get to know them more. That's what I would do. But what do I know? What do I know? And if you do have the means to support them, then it's up to you, but you could. But if not, then they should understand that. Because, okay, ask yourself this question. If you were the one in need, would they support you? What would they do? Right. Next question. I never publicly said this, but before watching your streams, I was an incel. I hated all women, but because of you, I changed. I think some women can be funny and interesting. I no longer hate women. Now I only hate... Who do you hate? Well, I'm glad that because of me, you don't hate women anymore. All right, whatever that means. I don't know who you hate, but I think no one deserves to be hated except, I don't know, Hitler or something. But Hitler was nice to animals. So it depends. But no, Hitler's bad. Let's move on. My long-term girlfriend emotionally cheated on me with my sister. Should I cut my sister off? I think your sister is a piece of shit if she knew that you were with this girl. But it's emotionally cheated. What if they're just best friends? Or they're just besties? And they just so happen to click and discover each other's sexuality. You should just talk to your sister about it. If you have these emotions where you want to cut her off, tell her about it and see how she reacts before you actually cut her off. Next. Hi, Katchii and chat. Been talking to my girlfriend's half-sister in her DMs. Wait. My girlfriend's half-sister in her DMs for months now and meeting up with her in different cities that I travel to for work. It's kind of weird. Although my girlfriend is loyal and hardworking, she is immature, stubborn, full of herself, and sometimes distant. Her half-sister gives me more passion and actually stimulates my brain. We practically talk from sun up to sundown every day. I do feel extremely guilty. But when I feel slighted by my girlfriend, I just go and get attention or reassurance from her half-sister. I feel horrible for being unfaithful. So you admit it. Should I be honest with her or just end it? Is my situation cooked or can it be redeemed? Thoughts? you yourself know that you're not being faithful to your girlfriend, and it makes it even worse that it's their half sister. Like you know that you're cheating already emotionally. You know, and when it starts in your head, eventually it becomes your actions, your words and actions. So I think if you and your girlfriend are not hitting it off, break up. And it makes it more complicated that it's her half sister. I think you should all have a conversation together to talk about it, but only if you really think that this half sister is the one for you. But you have to be ready for like a lot of conflict, and you and your girlfriend will just never talk again. But either way, I think you should break up with your girlfriend. Because whether or not you end up with a half sister, like, it's GG's. It's GG's already when you start to look for emotional reassurance from other people. Confession warning heavy. Okay, I'm gonna pee again. Okay. I'm a pee. Okay. itsKatchii. PSA trauma dump. I thought long and hard if I should write this or not, but fuck it. My therapist always said it's good to talk about past traumas. I've been single for almost 11 years. How old are you? Hope not 11. And I will never ever be in a serious relationship ever again. That's not true. Plus, I don't celebrate my birthday. The year was 2015, fresh out of college, in a serious 2, almost 3-year long relationship when I got my first job, and it was demanding. We both started drifting apart and eventually sat down, had a talk, and ended things amicably, or so I thought at the time. 2 weeks pass, and she starts calling me again, saying she wanted to give it another shot. After I declined, she started going to my parents' house, trying to get them to talk to me, which also didn't work. That's a little much. A couple of days pass, and she starts saying she will hurt herself if we don't get back together, trying to pressure me into the relationship. Okay, that's toxic. That's so freaking toxic. I spoke with her father, explained everything going on at the time, and he assures me that he will get her help and take care of her. A week passes, and my birthday was just a couple of days away, and I was preparing a small dinner just with my closest friends. And at this point, thinking, I'm in the clear, everything is going to be fine. And girl, was I wrong. She unalived herself on my birthday and left me a letter saying it was my gift. She broke me in so many ways that I thought of unaliving myself too. Everyone in her family blamed me. I also blamed myself for a while, but thank God I had good friends and eventually a good therapist. It was rough for a couple of years, but I am all good now. That is not your fault. That is not your fault. This person had issues, whether or not they were in a relationship with you or not. It probably would have ended up the same way, not because of you, but because of themselves and the issues that they have. So please do not blame yourself. You know, it's not like you told them to kill themselves. In game, out of game. It's not your fault at all. Of course, the family will blame you because they don't want to blame themselves when it was probably their fault in the first place. Keeping it real, it was probably their fault. So, but they don't want to admit that, so they're going to blame you. I'm sorry you had to go through this, but that's just so freaking toxic. And that shouldn't stop you from finding someone else, or at least putting yourself out there for that possibility, because there's still other people out there who you will connect with and who will not kill themselves over that. Whew. Yeah, that's crazy. There's actually, let me take a sip of this. Maybe I don't talk about it. But yeah, her issues are not your fault. 100%. 1000%. Unless you were telling her to, or them to do anything. Okay, let's just move on. I have a hard time sticking to healthy or productive habits. I will do something for a few weeks and it will go great until something stressful happens and it makes me fall back on old patterns. How can I keep myself motivated and consistent when my plans get interrupted? What do you think is the biggest hurdle in being the best version of yourself, and how do you get past it? Well, it depends on what you want to change. You know, for example, like if you want to stop ordering takeout, delete takeout apps like DoorDash or Uber Eats. That way, like even if you really want to, like the extra effort to download it again, it makes you stop yourself. You know? Like for now, the only thing that I order in DoorDash is egg bites. At least that's what I tell myself. But otherwise, how to keep yourself motivated? You will never be motivated. Honestly, it will never happen. Stop looking for the moment when you're like, okay, finally, I feel the need to be a better person. It will never happen. Just do it. Just do it. Whether you like it or not, you have to wake up and just do it. You won't be motivated every single day. It's a matter of consistency and discipline. You have to be disciplined. But it depends how much you want it or not. That's my advice. Okay, next. I am wasting my life away and I can't stop it. I don't know what to do. Work is boring. Life in general is boring. Even traveling has become a tedious chore. Where it used to be fun, now I dread the flights. Okay, first of all, before I even read the rest of this, check your privilege. Check your privilege. So many people have never even gone on an airplane and never will. Okay, and now you're being like, oh my God, going on an airplane is boring. Imagine saying that to someone who wants their hardest to fly somewhere, but they can't. Check your privilege, man. Okay, let's continue reading. I don't think I've been feeling emotions correctly. I feel like my wires are all messed up. That could be true. I know I should feel depressed about stuff, but I just don't know how to anymore. You don't know how to feel depressed? Okay, that's a good thing. I want to lay in my bed and sleep the rest of my life away. Does this mundane hell get better? Okay. Yes. It really depends on how old you are. Because there are days, like the days I don't stream for like three plus days, I feel really bad. Because I'm usually just in my bed. And like the first day is nice, but after a while it's like, God, what am I doing? So I think being productive in some way, shape, or form is always a good thing. Whether it be like just spending time with your friends or family, or I mean, I don't know what you're doing. If you're in school, doing something that will benefit you in school or in your job or work. Yeah. Or just having a hobby or skill that you improve on constantly. That will help you. But I feel like it's a normal thing to feel this way from time to time. If you don't, then you're not human. Okay, you're AI. Next. How do I get a guy to be interested in me? He does not get my signals at all. Well, just try to be as hot as possible for yourself. Okay, for yourself. And if this person is still not interested in you, it's their loss. Someone else will be interested in you eventually. Okay, just focus on yourself. Focus on your hobbies, interests, and friends. And eventually, there will be people who flock to you, because if your light is so focused on making, everyone has a light, make your light shine as bright as possible, and there will be moths who come to you, and then you choose from the moths. Okay. When I was in high school, we call it secondary school here, I used to tell everyone I was still a virgin, even though that wasn't true. Only 2 of my close friends knew, and they would just watch me and laugh while I kept the story going. Ironically, claiming I was a virgin brought even more attention. Several of my female classmates offered to be the one to change that. Still, I always turned them down. Part of it was guilt. I knew I wouldn't be able to go through with anything without confessing first. I also understood how fast gossip spreads in school. And I didn't want something personal becoming public discussion. But the deeper reason was, excuse me, I keep burping. Excuse me, because of the monster. The deeper reason was who I was back then. I was shy. I preferred staying in my own space, away from attention. I didn't like being in the spotlight, especially for something so private. Now I'm 23, and most people still believe I'm a virgin. When family members ask, I usually avoid the question. The truth is, I feel bad for lying in the past. That guilt made me stay away from relationships after high school. When the right woman comes into my life, the one I truly see a future with, I'll be honest about everything. You dug that grave, and now you have to lay in it. All right? I mean, that's not a good thing to lie about, for real. But you made a choice, and it's either you come clean about everything, which I recommend you do, but at the end of the day, I guess it's no one's business other than the person you're with. And I feel like if you're with someone, you should be honest to them about your past, because otherwise you're just fooling him or them and yourself, and that's not a good feeling to have. Like, I know someone, and they got into a relationship with someone else recently, and they said they don't want to know about that person's past because they can't deal with it. But why? I mean, it's up to each couple or throuple or whatever you want. I would never understand a throuple personally, but to each their own. But I feel like if you're with someone, you have to be honest with them about these things. To other people, it's none of their business, but to the person you're with, it's their business. It's their business. Yeah. So just be honest with whoever you're with, and everyone else, they can just fuck themselves. How do you balance your relationship with a gamer? My boyfriend and I have been dating for near 2 years now and moved in together very early on, and he pretty much wants most of his free time after work to be gaming, as it's his stress release and time for him to hang out with friends, but it often leaves little to no time for me and him to spend quality time together. I noticed you and your friends seem to balance it pretty well, so any hints? Yes. Okay. So for me personally, I think it's very healthy to have a hobby of your own other than your significant other, right? Or your friend, your good friend, right? It's nice to have time apart. So find a hobby of your own. But at the same time, if all their time is in this hobby and you tell them that they're not spending enough time with you, and yet they continue to do this hobby, break up with them. Find someone else. Because if that happens over and over again, even after you communicate with them, that it's affecting your relationship, then they don't care enough. Because it should only take one time telling them that it's too much, that you don't spend time together, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about you. Let them learn from this, and good luck with the next, okay? But find someone who knows this already. If it's happened like two or three times already. Yeah. But for me personally, currently, this has not happened with my friend. But with previous friends, yes. Okay. Greetings, fellow Earthling. Oh, it's probably an extra Emily viewer. I need help with the situation. I'm wondering if you have any advice. There's this guy I like, but he lives across the country in Atlanta. I live in Austin, Texas. So it's long distance, but I think we have really good chemistry and everyone else says so too, but I'm too nervous to make a move. How do you convince yourself to move to a whole new place? That'll be all. Emily, is this you? Girl, if you think you'll be happier there, then move. You can have like a lease in an apartment that's for a few months. And if it's not good, then just fly back. You're rich. You have enough resources. Okay? Hey, itsKatchii. I am big on personal displays of affection. Touch is my love language, and my new partner doesn't hate it but refuses to display it. Won't hold my hand in public, hug, kissing, and even cuddling in private is rare. In private? That's not good. If even in private it's not good, ugh. Anyway. Her ex wasn't exactly loving in that sense, and kind of awkward. We have had plenty of talks about it, but it's been months and no change. Our sex life is fine, but even there, she is pretty self-indulgent or lazy with no in-between. Apparently sex wasn't a big part of her last relationship either. But I'm a sexual person and feeling dejected. Any thoughts or ideas from you or chat would be helpful. Move them with her to a new place/state, so don't have many people around to ask. Feeling like only real move is to end it, as we have already spoken about it for months. Okay, a little bit of context is missing here. Like, how long have you been together? You know? And how old are you? Because if you have been thinking of ending it for months, that is not a good sign. Because sure, you can think of ending it like during a fight. But if the next day, like you're like, lamau, I was just emotional, then it's fine. But if for months you've been thinking about it, then maybe it's something that you should talk about. Because why waste your time in a relationship you don't want to be in? Why continue wasting your time? Because a lot of people have this like sunk cost fallacy where they think that since they've been in this relationship for so long, then they can't start over because it's been so long. But that's not true. You can always start over no matter the age you are. So in this case, the fact that you've been thinking for it for so long, maybe it's either, I think you should just tell this person all your issues. You know, like just lay it straight on the table, everything, all your issues, no filter, no holds barged. And if nothing changes, break up. Just tell them everything. And if it changes for the better, then congratulations. But if not, then GG's. I mean, for me personally, like if I have an issue, I say it straight on and then it's resolved. And then hooray. But if you have an issue that's been going on for months, then like communication is key. Longtime Soda viewer and part-time Nick viewer on and off for the last 8 years. That's crazy. As I disliked his old argue and gaslight in the kitchen streams, but enjoy the collabs. I'd get executed in LSD for this. Wasn't sure what to make of you when you first burst onto the scene, which is very fair because I burst onto it like very like, rah. Anyway, was low-key a hater of you for no real reason other than change and you being a 10 out of 10 unhinged model. Oh, I'm 10 out of 10. Okay, I like you, even if you didn't like me. Who was younger and new on the stream scene. Felt it was too good to be true and performative. Have to say, over the last year, completely changed my opinion. You are not only a super entertaining streamer on your own. Oh, thank you. I'm going to cry. I'm actually going to cry. And by far wittier and funnier than Nick. Not that hard to be fair. Okay, that's bad. No, Nick is super funny. While completely carrying his social so he can ego post about analytics. But it's obvious you were around Nick. For whatever reason, you should get whatever is wrong with you checked. Choosing to basically part-time stream to focus on yourself and Nick, he is a lucky man to have someone so caring and loyal to stand by his side during probably the most insane year of his life, while also dealing with it all yourself, and you took it all mostly smiling and supporting him. You a G. Anyway, this is as far social as I'm going to allow myself. Hope the best for 2026. Also, never forgive or forget Nick scammed his sub goals. I'll do my very best to make sure he does his sub goals. But overall, like, thank you. I know when I came on to streaming, like, it was just a lot of just trying to get attention, you know. And then after a while, I was just like, I really don't care so much about attention. It's about being more of myself. And I never even really knew if I wanted to be a streamer or not. But I did it anyway because why not? I just joined Top Streamer not really knowing what was going to happen. And then all of a sudden I got all this attention and I couldn't handle it. That's why I would drink like magic juice and stuff. And even till this day, like I question, like, is this what I want? Is this what I want? But at the end of the day, like, whatever job anyone has, it's not necessarily what they want or not. It's just a way to make a living. And the one thing I know is unexpectedly, through joining this competition and through streaming, I met someone that I really enjoy spending time with, especially off stream. And I think it's a blessing that the last year, like, yeah, it was a shitty year, I guess, but because he hasn't been streaming, we got to spend a lot of time off stream, and those are the times I liked most. So, hooray. But we'll see Penis going back to streaming. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but overall, I'm very... I'm very grateful. Super, super, super grateful. Especially for my community. Number one. Like, even during the alt streams, like, you guys are so positive. Thank you. Buddy is barking and I hear footsteps, so I don't know what that is, but maybe Peen ordered some food. No, I won't cry. But I'm just very, 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 very grateful for this. Yeah. And I love you guys so much. Okay, next. I like someone, but they only see me as a friend, I think. I don't want to ruin the friendship, but it's still... Lutterstan! Thank you for the 10 subs, Lutters! No, for real, like... There's so many times I think about just, like, disappearing from the online space. And then just maybe starting a business or something. I don't know, like having something that I sell. But it's because of my community that I keep on going. And there are people who come and chat from time to time who say that positive things, like their lives have been improved in some way. And so for them, I continue on. Yeah. What would your business be? A product of some kind or merch. Fall to find out if it happens. But yeah. Anyway, so next question. I don't want to ruin the friendship, but it's killing me inside a bit. Do I confess or just shut up and suffer? Honestly, YOLO. Confess. The worst that can happen is they reject you. And then that's great because you can finally have confirmation and move on and find someone better and make them regret it. Make them regret it. Be so hot. Be super successful that they're like, oh shit, I turned down this person. Okay? And then make them super jealous of your next relationship. That it's like, oh my God, I messed up. You know? So just focus on yourself and be the number one version of yourself you can be. Okay. Are you a Barky stan or Artkins all the way? Okay. The thing with this question is, you can't just choose one over the other. All right? All right. So just follow to find out to see how things turn out. I'm in a massive argument with my friends and it's really affecting our relationships. Could you settle this theoretical once and for all? In a situation where this action is televised, Sizit, thank you. and post it across the internet, what would get you the most hate? Punching a baby or a 90-year-old veteran? If it's posted across the internet based off of my last tweet, it depends on the race of the baby and the veteran. Because apparently there's so many racists nowadays. But I feel like the baby would get more hate. But then again, abortion. How old is the baby? What if the baby's in the tummy and you punch it? In game? And then the 90-year-old veteran, it's like, okay, your life's over anyway. I think the baby would still get more hate, though. Okay, let's move on. I fell in love with someone in your community. Ah! That'd be so cool if like someone in my community fell in love with someone else and they had kids or something. Expose yourself right now. You have permission to. Puffin should know who this is because Puffin got all the submissions. Puffin, what's their email? Dox them now. Dox them. Woo. Who is it? No, the forms are anonymous. No, next time we'll say it's anonymous, but it's not. It has to be in Discord. Oh my god. What is it? Sorry. I guess I actually can't know. Whatever. Just be real. Just say it. You have nothing to lose. Also, in 100 years, we'll all be dead, so it doesn't matter. Next. I consider myself to be a demisexual, where it's extremely hard for me to feel attracted to anyone unless their personality grows on me over time. Same. Obviously, looks does matter to me a decent amount, but the personality has to come first. I feel like that's with everyone, no? For an actual relationship. I also high-key obsess over my work because I am self-employed and don't have set work hours. This makes me not really have a desire to go out and meet anyone, especially because I'm also extremely introverted. What advice do you have for someone who's worried they will be lonely in the future but doesn't have the willpower to change that? I'm in my 20s and never even went on a date before. So what are you asking? Worried they'll be lonely in the future, doesn't have the willpower. You're only in your 20s, you're very young. Just put yourself out there, even if it feels uncomfortable, and just talk to people. I think it's normal to be attracted to someone based off of their personality first. I am the same way. I'm not attracted really based off of looks. It has to be like how they are and how they treat me. Number one, how they treat me personally. Because if they treat me like shit, like kill yourself in game. So just focus on yourself and put yourself in situations where you meet other people and just talk to them about things. And if there's something that buds from that, then congratulations. If not, then don't force it because it will happen eventually. Okay. What's one advice you can give to people who are in college in terms of dealing with the stress of studying and exams? Oh my God. Till this day, I still get nightmares about exams in high school and college. I hated that so much. Just know it will end eventually. It will end. Just try to pass and get your degree. I graduated magna cum laude. People still say I'm stupid, so it doesn't really matter what happens. I guess it's good for jobs, but even with that, it's hard to get a job. What matters more is the experience that you've had. So just go through it if you want it. Nothing in life comes easy. So when it comes to getting a degree, that's just something you have to go through. So just study enough to get the degree. Susan Nuke, thank you. Hello, convict. Next. Something I've always had trouble doing is balancing my life out while obsessively pursuing my dreams. I work at a startup and also juggle a million other things at once, such as dealing with school, modding for communities online, and also contributing edits and content to some communities. Red Rage, is this you? Okay. There are some days where I feel like I postpone time to myself to make sure I want to get enough work done for the day. Usually it's not even anyone forcing me. I just need to feel accomplished enough before the day ends. This affects my sleep as well, as I don't want to go to bed until I feel fulfilled for the day, resulting in very messed up sleep schedules. What is your advice for balancing life out more and having time for other things and other people? That is a great question. I feel like it's hard to know, especially if you're younger, but just know what your priorities are. If you're still in school, then school should be your priority. Otherwise, it should be the people around you. So like however you make money, because unfortunately money is the way to keep living, because you need to afford things. And then third are the people around you who are important to you. So just make sure that those three things are fulfilled. And because if you keep just focusing on your job, then you might just end yourself in game. Like look at Japan. They're so like work first, but that's not a good work-life balance. You have to have something for yourself. And I would argue that it's having fulfillment is more important than your job. You're so lucky if your job provides you fulfillment, but if not, then that's normal. Your job is just a means to fulfill monetary obligations. But the number one goal in life should be your own personal fulfillment, however you fulfill that. Yeah, so that's my advice. I peed on the carpet and blamed the dog. That's me. I feel like I'm stuck in a weird loop where I'm not unhappy enough to change my life, but not happy enough to enjoy it. I work, I watch streams, I play games, and then repeat. I have goals, but I never feel the urgency to chase them. And then I feel guilty for wasting time. How do you break out of that comfortable with empty routine without completely burning out or nuking your current life? Break out of that comfortable with but empty routine without burning out or nuking your current life. That's hard. Okay, the fact that you're not unhappy enough to change your life means you're happy enough to continue your life, however it's going. But not happy enough to enjoy it. Okay. Maybe you say you have goals, but no urgency to chase them. Good news is life is pretty long. So you still have time to keep going at it slowly and see what happens. You know, like day by day, you can have small steps to pursuing your goals. And then, yeah. Like even me personally, I always wanted to be a content creator, but I never did pursue it. But now I'm here because I joined a competition. So there are some times where you should just take that leap of faith and see where it goes, but also be smart about it and have a backup plan. Yeah. Break out of the comfortable with empty routine. Just do it. Just do it. You will never have motivation every single day. Regardless of your job, regardless of what you do, you will never have that drive to do it every single day. You just have to do it if that's something you really want. You just have to wake up. You just have to do it. Next. On a night out, I got really drunk after going to the bar I go to after work. I was scolded by my parents. How old are you? It was a one-off thing, and I apologized profusely. My boyfriend then blew up on me and admitted he's been with another woman on and off for weeks. I'm physically disgusted by this man. I wanted to hurt him back, but that's never been who I am. We're Southeast Asian and my family loves him and think he's the best I will ever do. I'm so exhausted mentally. Can you kindly give advice? I could use the hopium. Honestly, it doesn't matter what your family thinks because you are the person that is gonna spend time with them. It's not your family who's spending time with them. Likewise, like, I don't like talking about it with my ex. I really loved his family. And that was the number one thing that was like preventing me from moving on. But at the end of the day, it's not about their family, but to who they are. Like themselves. So if you don't like this person, regardless of whether or not their family is great, unfortunately, it's hard, but you have to break up. But before breaking up, you have to talk to them about your issues. And if they take you seriously and they improve, then you can work on the relationship. But if you keep telling them over and over and over again, and they're just like, yeah, and nothing happens, then just break up. You may think that there's no one else out there, but that's not true. That's not true. Stop wasting your time. There is someone where you just tell them once and it changes.
Warning, only 9 left plus 2 mentally
Okay.
ill ones you should check before eating.
I won't even check. I'll just do it. And then we'll play WoW.
Read Puffin's message.
Yeah, I did, Base Daddy. Don't worry. How to approach my girlfriend with suspicions of cheating? Ask them. Ask them. Like, hey, based off of this evidence, I think you're cheating. Are you cheating? And then see how they react. Unless you're being like super sus or whatever. Just be honest. Honestly, like, if there is someone who is meant for you, then whatever problems you're having, you should just be upfront with them and tell them straight on, like, hey, are you bad pin? Are you good pin? Like, what is this? Is this evidence of you being a bad pin? And if they're not bad pin, they'll be like, no, I'm not bad pin. And then you can keep going. Next question. As an introvert person, I am thankful to be a part of this amazing community and being able to watch you and you share this with us. For an introverted person who quite lonely, it helps having some people you can talk to and feel happy to be alive for. Do you have any advice on people who are lonely and introvert to not be scared to talk to people or be shy? Okay, I love this so much because I have always been very, very, very introverted. Like growing up, I'd only have 2 or 3 close friends. And even to this day, I feel like I know a lot of people, but I only really have like 2 or 3 close friends. And that's all you need, honestly. That is all you need. I am also like super, super blessed to have my own community who I can just yap to whenever I want. Like, I love you guys so much. You have no idea how important you guys are to me. And there's nothing wrong with being introverted, but it's always nice to have some sort of community to go back to. Like, you can just share common interests. And it's with the internet, it's easy to find people who share those things with you. So that's my recommendation for y'all. You love us? Of course I do. Like, I genuinely thank you guys. My catch tards, thank you. You are the best ever, ever, ever. Without you guys, I would not keep streaming. Like, I stream for you guys, so thank you. Next. Hey, hi, Katchii. I love watching your reels on Instagram. I also have a girlfriend in Vietnam. She is a single mother, divorced, with a 14-month-old baby girl. I proposed to her. First, she hesitated to accept my proposal. Then she accepted my love. It all goes well, and suddenly I got a breakup with her. The reason for my breakup is that I am financially unstable. Wait, let me read this again. So much has happened. Okay. So this guy, or them, this person has a girlfriend in Vietnam. She is a single mother, divorced. I hope the guy is not vengeful. Okay. They have a 14-month-old baby girl. So they proposed to her. She hesitated. Why did she hesitate? Okay, but she accepted it. And then they broke up. Huh? She broke up with them. The reason for my breakup is that I am financially unstable. Well, they have a kid. So I guess it's fair, especially if they don't have a job. And now I am unemployed and searching for a job. The thing I did to her is unacceptable. What did you do to her? You didn't say that. But for her goodness, I made a decision. But she is talking after the breakup as a friend, but I can't talk to her as a friend. Still, I am loving her. Can you advise me on this? I'm still stuck in her and can't overcome from her. The reasons for still loving her are The reason is your Instagram reels. Don't blame this on me. Whenever I see your reels on Instagram, it reminds me of her only. It's not my fault. Relax. Okay, first of all, I don't know how old you are, but if this girl has a kid and it's not your kid and she's not accepting your love, why even accept the responsibility of the kid unless you love the kid as well? You know, maybe find someone who doesn't have a kid. Especially if they rejected you. If they rejected you, like, reject them back. Reject them back. Maybe you're just such a good person that you have a big heart that even if they reject you, like, it's fine. But come on. You tried and they broke up with you. You're still friends, sure, but like, keep your options open. And also, don't look at my reels and think of this person just because. Why? Because she's from Vietnam and I grew up in the Philippines. Vietnam and the Philippines are different countries. Okay? So I would say, like, keep your options open and talk to them, I guess. Like, I don't know why they broke up with you. Apparently you did something. The thing I did to her is unacceptable, you said. So, she's not the only person in the world. Okay, next. My younger brother, who's 16, is obsessed with this girl he's classmates with and wants a relationship with her, but she has a lot of mental issues and won't go to therapy for it. She carries a lot of trauma and gets angry when my brother doesn't respond to her within 5 minutes and threatens to hurt herself if he doesn't comfort her. But instead of being assertive, he allows himself to be manipulated and continues to want to be with her. Classic teenage drama, and my parents don't know what to do. Excuse me. They want to control him by limiting his time with her, and they forbid him from dating her, but he's pushing back and refuses to listen to advice thoughts. Well, they're very young. They're 16. She should stop. Someone should tell her, whether it's you or someone else, stop blaming him for your emotions. If she wants to kill herself, that's not his problem. You know, go to a therapist. That's not healthy. But again, she's only 16, so maybe she's like not in tune with her emotions yet. But this is why most relationships when you start younger don't last, because the emotions are like, you're both still developing. So it takes a while to get in tune with who you are. And you have to like be fully attuned with yourself before you love another person. And it's hormones are wild when you're growing up. And it's great for two people to grow together. But it is hard. Because who you are at 15, 16 and who you are at 25, 26 versus who you are at 35, 36, different people across the board. So you just have to realize that and see whether or not you grow together or grow apart. I also know people who were together in high school, then they broke up and got married separately, and then they broke up and then got back together again. So it's like, you never know. But you cannot, once you see a toxic behavior pattern in someone, you cannot just allow them to keep doing that. You have to confront them about it and tell them that they have to change it. And if they don't change it, break up. And if they do, then keep being together. But if they don't, then break up. It's not that hard, just break up. Whew. Okay. Dear Katchii, how do I even start? I turned 30 in a week, and honestly, I feel like a total failure. I've always struggled to figure out what I want or commit to anything. I wasted 6 years in college before dropping out. I quit my first job. At least you went. I quit my first job after 6 months, and the same thing happened with the next one. That's fair. I feel like it's hard to find a job that's good for you. I don't want to talk about relationships. It never gets gets past the talking stage. Maybe I'm a horrible person. After all these years, I've lost my confidence and my dream that I never knew what it was in the first place. I avoided people and couldn't look any person in the eye. I tried to get the minimum human interaction possible, and of course, I skipped every family or friend reunion. I don't want people to ask what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing or what I want. I feel lonely, and it hit harder after my dad passed away. He was the only one who called every day just to check in. Now my phone doesn't ring. At least you have a father who checks in. Or at least he checked in when he was alive. There's so many people where their fathers don't even care. In life, everything is replaceable except your parents, assuming they were good people. TLDR, I give up on everything, but one thing I want to get is Diamond in League of Legends. Do you think I can do it? I main support, and as a professional pocket healer yourself, I always feel healed watching your stream. I hope you can help me with your wisdom. So I'm hard stuck. Are there any tips and tricks that can help me climb to the top? I like being on top. So I can look down on people. What do you think is the best character to play? I like Tarek and Braum, but they are a little bit gay. Nothing wrong with that. Should I focus more on roaming to help the team or babysitting my ADC? What do I do to motivate my teammates after they told me to kill myself? How do I be mentally strong like you? Last question. Do you think Faker will win the Worlds again this year? Thank you in advance. I know your advice will change my life. In the end, it doesn't matter how miserable your life is. Make sure to have fun and enjoy every moment. You only live once, and if you can't and you are full of hate, don't use your negative energy to harass people. Just hate yourself. Or better yet, join me and play League. Best game ever. You can hate people and hate yourself at the same time. Anyway, peace. I don't even remember a single thing you said, but it seems like you're very aware of your life. You are playing League, you seem happy. Okay, I kind of reread it. Just try to talk to people with common interests. You know, so like girls who like League. I know a lot of girls who like League. Amaru likes League, you know? So maybe join a group wherein they like League or something. Or you said you were about to finish college. Maybe try to finish college. Because one great way for meeting people is through classes, right? Whether it's high school, college, or you can just take a supplementary class and then it's like, oh my God, hey, you want to study together? And then you touch knees and then you be like, hey, you want to eat? And then you can have like group sessions as well if you're too shy for that. And then obviously through video games, you can bond as well. But you seem to be having a good time at League, so it's not that bad. Okay, I think, this is a submission that I was supposed to review beforehand, but I did not. So let's take a sip and see. Hiya, Katchii. This is more of a confession than me asking for advice. Well, I have manipulated vulnerable women on and off for years, a couple of times physically. Okay, maybe more than a couple of times. Who's counting? I would lie online about my age, my name, who I was, just to gain their affection. I've pretended to care about their stupid reasons for wanting to leave their absent husbands or inept boyfriends. Okay, at least they're old enough to have husbands. I would say all the right things to make them fall in love with me. Why do I do this? It's the greatest drug ever. It gives me such a rush of power and dominance to know I can take conventionally attractive women and make them do whatever I tell them to do. My wife is... You have a wife? My wife is sweet and gorgeous and honestly is the love of my life. Part of our vows were in sickness and in health, and I have failed at that part. She goes in and out of major depression and health issues and will disappear into our bedroom for days or weeks on end sometimes. When she is healthy and good, we are good, but when I can't have her affection because of it, I spiral. I begin to seek out other women. I've lied so much and have hurt her many, many times. Honestly, hate myself for it, and I think this is the first time I've said all of this out loud before. There's something dark and broken in me, and I'm trying to get it all out. I'm confessing this to try and find some sort of morbid healing. I could lie to you and say I'll change, but let's be real, I only be telling you what I've told all the others, a lie. Don't hate me too much. I'm an OG sub. Obviously, I'm the problem. Your advice and our conclusions will probably say the same about me. Give me her number. I'll change her life. Just kidding. That sucks, but at the same time, you have to be honest with her about it so she can find someone who actually loves her. Like, I know someone in real life who's been with this guy for 10 plus years. Or at least 8 plus years. And they broke it off pretty recently. And of course, at first, it's terrible. But now she's been blooming. And if not now, you think things will get better? If this is how you view her right now, of course it won't. It will get even worse. So I think take the time to sit her down and just tell her how you feel. And who knows, maybe one of your friends can hit. Just kidding. Hey. Yeah, but just be honest. You have to be honest. Okay, mentally ill confession number 2. I think this is the last one. I am one of the schizos who used to post replies to Nick on Twitter. I was a member of both communities and interacted regularly with both. I have been watching Nick since he lived with Soda, Greek, and Molina. I have a wife and a job, to Nick's dismay. You think he gives a shit about you? But every toilet break or commute I had usually ended with free time to reply to one of his tweets. I genuinely enjoyed content from both of you. I suppose a mix of being too invested and not wanting to see history repeat itself led me to start spamming replies on Twitter. I knew Nick would see and read them since he's terminally online. That's actually not even true because he's the one who's telling me to stop looking at shit. Saying the same things in chat or Discord would have just resulted in a ban, and I was too lazy to make new accounts for Discord or Twitch. And as hard as it is to believe, didn't care enough. This was just something I did to kill time and see if it could work. The intent behind my replies wasn't to be hateful at first. In some way, I believed it would help make Nick reflect on his actions. He's been such a good being, I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, I lost the thing. His actions. Or at least plant the seed for a conversation between you two about his behavior and the actions that ruined his previous relationship. He surrounds himself with yes men or people he views as beneath him. So he ignores them. Clearly, I was wrong. I also didn't know at the time that you two hardly spend time together off stream. Since he games 10 hours a day and after that you watch anime, leaving little to no time for communication. I spend all of my time with him. Not gonna lie. Except the times that he is freaking live on Twitch, which mostly I'm playing with him as well. So I don't know. I don't even know where you're getting this information from. Because there are times he's playing, I'm literally behind him talking to him, playing my Switch or whatever. Anyway, for the record, I never pushed rumors about you cheating. What? Or anything like that. That's 4chan schizo OTK stuff. Since then, I've stopped watching and posting on Twitter, though I guess others still spam the same rhetoric, and I left Nick's Discord. I recently saw a notification from Nick's alt account, which I had forgotten existed, and ended up watching part of your WoW Valentine stream. Katchii, you sounded like a hostage, and Nick ignored you half the time or mocked you to make chat move. It seemed like he clearly didn't learn anything from what happened with Milena. After that, I checked your Discord, saw the pinned message, and here I am. I stopped watching because it became obvious that once Nick felt convinced you weren't going anywhere, the old version of him resurfaced. The one longtime viewers know. Lazy, fat, self-serving, self-obsessed, and lacking basic emotional awareness. Or worse, maybe he understands emotions but chooses to ignore them for his own wants. No one who truly cares about their partner treats them the way Nick treats you, Katchii. You are so retarded. And it doesn't matter what we do or say, because whatever you have ingrained in your mind of how our friendship is will always be whatever you project it to be. So it doesn't even matter what I say, because even if I say no, you're wrong, you're just gonna be like, oh, he is paying you to say that. So like, shut up. Get a life of your own. The fact that you're even watching these alt streams and saying these things, like our alt streams are 8 hours a day. How about you find someone who is as obsessed with you as you are towards us, okay? You treat it like a baby making machine for an older man. Okay, I'm taking birth control in game, so I'm not a baby making machine who thinks he has you wrapped around his finger and can get away with anything. This pattern of behavior is all too familiar from him. I hope you grow up, Katchii, and realize this guy doesn't care about you. If he did, he wouldn't do the things he does daily. He wouldn't mention his ex more than you. He wouldn't keep pictures of his ex around your home. He wouldn't constantly talk about the glory days or how terrible his life was during the year he met you. He wouldn't prioritize chat moving fast over your emotions. He wouldn't game for 10 hours a day, ignore you. He wouldn't be selfish or lazy in bed. How do you... Why are you talking about bed? Also, this is all wrong. Or treat you like you only exist to be a blowjob machine. How do you know? For him in the mornings. OTK member thing, I guess. What? Who else? Maybe I shouldn't have read this. It also should be concerning to you that when you talk about positive memories, they always start with well before or in the past. If you talk about memories, that's obviously before. What do you mean? It's been a year. Even saying you trauma bonded is completely fucked. That's a joke. No messages in Discord about how happy you are. No confessions on stream about how great things have been. Just the same cycle of being depressed. Into him taking you on one night out, into fake words from Nick to convince you of better times ahead. Love bombing and manipulation tactics. Drunk drama in your moment of weakness. You have a strong enough online presence and community now that you don't need him. I hope he either changes one day or you move on before you get hurt. The sunk cost fallacy is not real. Don't ruin a large portion of your life because you feel trapped or obligated due to the time you've invested. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to confess and give perspective from a long-time viewer turned hate watcher. You kill yourself in-game. And now someone who just doesn't watch either of you. Okay, you don't watch either of us, but you submitted a confession to my confession stream. I won't be watching future streams. Yeah, right, you'll be watching. Unless I see the threads that you two eventually have split up and I can come into next chat and TTS, I told you so. That'll be a... Oh, you're just admitting that you're gonna give money to Nick for him to listen to you saying, I told you so. How pathetic. How pathetic are you that that's your life? How pathetic are you that you don't have anything going for yourself, that you're making these assumptions about people you don't know from snippets of streams where you have no idea what's happening when stream is off. How pathetic are you? I'm so sorry for you that this is your life. I don't care anymore. Aziz, thank you for the prime. And then also supporting you, Kachi, again, as I won't go towards Snake. Take care until then. Oh, thank you for that. But yeah, I think that was the last of it. At this point,
hey, I can hear your Filipino accent coming out. So in case you get mad at this guy, here's a half a sandwich.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm about to end stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the last one?
That was the last one.
No. I was listening to the whole thing.
Were you?
Yeah, it's good.
No, I was just so mad at this dude. I was just like, bro, why even say that? But thank you. It's not even that big. You just protrude it. But
no, it was good. It was good. Oh, that was the last comment?
go live on your alt. We can play WoW.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last comment.
I was hoping for some more.
There was no more. There were more, but then my mods erased them because it was too much. So Pian will go live on his alt, so I'm gonna raid into him. So I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow morning and Friday morning as well. And yeah, so one of them will be an IRL stream. One of them is a cooking stream. Or another IRL. We'll see. So yeah. Meatball sub, yes. I love meatballs. Please do this again. This was great. Yeah, I had fun doing this. So maybe we do this again in the future. Yes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. See you guys tomorrow, most likely. So I'm gonna wait till NMP LOL 2 comes online. And why are you wearing glasses? Because I'm giving advice, bitch. And then I'll raid into him. And then we can go. Woo. But I had a lot of fun, guys. Did you like this? Woo. He's on. Okay. I think I know how to raid. Maybe I do it on my phone. Honestly, you did quite well, I think. Thank you. I hope I did. I probably did not, but I did my best. And that's all that matters, as long as you do your best. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Tomorrow and Friday. Bye! Bye. See you on Nyx. I'm probably going to be leveling WoW the rest of the day. Bye.